right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jonathan Butler, falling in love with Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, man. And Bishop Walker, you know what? I got some good news, man.
What's up? What's up?
We are on in Nashville this morning on 102.1 The Ville. That's a station that we own right now, and you get to start. You get to come on the air and do the first break on our new station in Nashville, Tennessee. What a blessing, man!
Wow.
Yeah, man. And I know you got a good word.
Man, welcome home. How about that? We thank God for Nashville. Thank God for you. I know that's right. You know, my question to somebody today is, do you know how much God loves you? Sometimes we get lost in all of what happens to us, and we don't realize that God loves you in spite of you. And sometimes it's hard to swallow sometimes for some people because you don't realize that God sees your potential. And even in your mistakes, your mess-ups, he turns your mess into a message. He'll turn your test into a testimony. One day I was driving, man, and trying to find how to get to a location, and just got distracted. I had a Waze app on. The Waze app was telling me the directions, man, and I just had music on, and I was just like talking to somebody and got distracted. And that's kind of what happens, right? He speaks to us, he gives us his word, and we get distracted by so much, and we miss our exit like I did. I missed my exit. When I missed my exit, Waze said something that was so interesting. It said, make a U-turn, make a U-turn. And then God spoke to me and said, you know, that's how much I love you, that even though you get distracted, even though you mess up, I love you so much that I'll give you a season of a U-turn. I don't know who this is for, but you may have blown it, you may have messed up, but God says this is your year for a U-turn, to turn that thing around. And God loves you so much. Don't worry about what people say about it. Just say, God, thank you for giving me a U-turn, putting me back on the right track so I can start this thing right and do it to your glory. I pray today you realize that God loves you and that you love him so much that even in your mistakes, you'll make the U-turn and you'll get it right. I thank God for you. And just say, this is my season for the U-turn.
Oh, man, that's awesome, Bishop Walker. Thank you so much for that word. And let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, everybody, I want you to reach out to me right now on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. That's Joseph Walker, the number 3. And let me know you are listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
And today is our first day on in Nashville, Tennessee, man. The Ville, 1021.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's blow it up.
All right, dog team. Love you, man. Root to the good bros. All right, man. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Here we go, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your front page coming up next. It is 6 minutes after the hour. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 12 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Filling in for Maria this morning. We got the one and only Yandy. Yandy, what's up? Good morning.
Hey, Ricky, how you doing?
Bless. So happy to have you. Thank you, Yandy.
I'm so happy to be back and hear your voice. Well, good morning, and I am Yandy Smith sitting in for Maria Moore this morning. And here are your headlines. U.S. President Joe Biden made an unannounced visit to Kyiv yesterday, promising President Vladimir Zelensky that Washington would stand in Ukraine as long as it takes. Biden also promised a further $500 million worthy of weaponry, including artillery, ammunition, anti-armor systems, and air defense radars, plus sanctions on Russia. In other news, TSA agents seized 6,542 guns, almost all of which were loaded, at the nation's airport in 2022, an average of 18 a day, the highest ever recorded, the agency said. What we're seeing in our checkpoints really reflects what we're seeing in society. There are more people carrying firearms nowadays, TSA Administrator Dave Pekoski said. Dave Pekoski went on to say, the bulk of the gun-toting travelers appear to simply forget they had guns in their bag. And lastly, a courthouse in California's agricultural heartland was named after Charles James Ogletree, who went from working in the fields to a distinguished career at Harvard Law School, where he taught Barack and Michelle Obama. Ogletree, 70, represented Anita Hill when she accused Clarence Thomas of sexual harassment in 1991, and also defended the late rapper Tupac Shakur. The legal scholar who retired from Harvard in 2020 after a diagnosis of Alzheimer's did not attend, but deferred the credit to others by saying, I stand on the shoulders of others. I'm Yandy, and those are your headlines. Good morning, Rock Teasy.
What up, Yandy for Shandy? This is brought to you by Church's Chicken, man. There are so many reasons to get hooked on Church's 8-piece shrimp meal. It's dippable, it's crunchable, it's downright irresistible, and it starts at $5.99. The only catch, it's only here for a limited time. Church's Texas Chicken. Welcome to the great state of flavor. The Lakers, they traded away Russell Westbrook. We already know that one. To the Utah Jazz. Now, Utah Jazz agreed to buy out his contract and waive him.
Man, I thought he was going to be filling in for Stevie Wonder shooting them bricks.
Oh, no, man. He actually having a better season this year than he did last year. But he's expected to sign Rick Dog with the L.A. Clippers. So he's going back to L.A. Yes, indeed.
Uh-oh.
The NBA All-Star Weekend, just in case y'all been up under a rock, specifically the Slam Dunk Contest. I got to highlight this real fast because this may have been saved and resurrected by this year's winner, Mac McClung. Yes, man, one of our Caucasian brothers, man, the first G-Leaguer player to participate in the dunk contest. He recently signed a 2-week contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. They say, hey, man, we want you to come be in the Slam Dunk Contest. And he won that bad boy, and it was off the chain. Team Giannis beat Team.
He showed up.
He showed up, man. He did his thing. So we're going to see. He gonna probably be a league favorite. We don't know how much he's going to play with the 76ers, but he's definitely popular on social media right now. That was my quick sports report. Gary with the T. What's up there, Big Pepper?
All right, y'all. Everybody's talking about the wedding, y'all. The wedding that happened on Saturday. Mama June, y'all, wed, y'all. She got married, honey, in a beautiful oceanfront ceremony at the Spring Hill Suites Hotel in Florida. Now, she married, for the second time, Mr. Justin Stroh. Now, they're saying, y'all, that they exchanged vows, honey, on Saturday in an intimate oceanfront ceremony at the Spring Hill Suite in Panama City, Florida, and they said everybody was excited about it. Now, Mama June's daughters, honey, Miss Alana Honey Boo Boo was there. Her other daughter, Honey Pumpkin, was there. Her other daughter, Chubbs, was there. And Chickadee, her other daughter, was there as well. They're saying some of the grandchildren was there. Stella Cyrus and Bentley. They all were there to attend the wedding, Ricky. Oh, my God, it was beautiful. Now, she said, quote, this was the first time the family had all been together since 2014, she said. She said, so it was really special to get married in a place where my family and I have had so many memories, y'all. Isn't that nice? Y'all remember Honey Boo Boo?
Beautiful.
I do.
Yeah, Honey Boo Boo. How old is she now?
Honey Boo Boo, she's about almost 20 now, but you know she was dating an African American guy. You know, they said they were madly in love at one point, so I don't know if they got married yet or not, but it's nice that Honey Boo Boo was there. And you know, Mama June was allegedly on drugs, and she had lost her teeth. Now she got some new teeth and everything. She looks good, so congratulations, honey, to Mama June and all the family. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Cara Cara. On the high end, you say Cara Cara, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange. That's your color for today. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, it is 29 before the top of the hour. Y'all, time for the hot spot. Rock teasing for sheezy my kneesy.
Keep it so breezy. Good morning, man. Rock Teasy's who I'll be sitting in for the Briggity Tag this morning, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. Tyler Perry took to Instagram yesterday to deny the reports that Tyler Perry's House of Pain actress Cassie Davis died of lung cancer. Perry shared a screenshot of the article in question and wrote, "This is a lie." He wrote in the caption, "After I've gotten several calls from people giving me their condolences and I didn't know what they were talking about, I don't know how she could have died and nobody told me or her. So I called her and asked her, was she dead? And she said, hell no." The Madea Family Reunion creator added, "Cassie is fine, living her best life with no worries, no cares.
Oh, thank God.
No social media and no drama. She's waiting to shoot the next season of House of Pain." Did anybody see this yesterday?
Yeah,
I hate when
it.
they do it. I hate it.
I saw it all over the internet, and then I saw one a few years ago. They did Juicy like that, and then they're going to put a Coleman cooler with some flowers on top of it. I was just...
Oh, man.
I done died about 3 times.
For real?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't. And with me, they had a whole bed with cords and all kind of things sticking out, saying that was me. All you could see is eyes sticking out the cover. I said, that is not me. I had to go on the gram like, Don't put me in the grave before it's my time.
Okay.
And then they were showing Juicy being driven off in a PT Cruiser. Like,
Juicy!
Not in a PT Cruiser.
Say, man, anyways, New Mexico prosecutors in the fatal Russ shooting case have downgraded the involuntary manslaughter charges against Alec Baldwin. In an amended complaint filed Friday, the decision to drop the firearm enhancement charge reduces the amount of time Baldwin could spend in prison by 5 years. The Santa Fe District Attorney's Office said in a statement, in order to avoid further litigious distractions by Mr. Baldwin and his attorneys, the district attorney and the special prosecutors have removed the firearm enhancement to the involuntary manslaughter charges in the death of Helena Hutchins on the Russ film set. Now, Brewer also added that the prosecution priority is securing justice, not securing billable hours for a big city's attorney. Baldwin still faces an involuntary manslaughter charge, which could carry a sentence up to 18 months in prison. Last but not least, today reports that over the weekend, the cast of the 1985 film Back to the Future reunited with the Fan Expo convention in Portland, Oregon. Michael J. Fox and Leah Thompson shared photos of the videos from the event at the respective Instagram pages. Wow, honestly had the best today with my Back to the Future family. Thompson wrote in the caption on her post. Fox also wrote on his Instagram, I love being at these Fan Expo events and seeing some of my favorite people like Leah, Tom, and Chris, and all you Back to the Future heads heavy. That's one of the greatest movies of all time, the first one in my opinion. Back to the Future. Y'all remember that movie?
Oh, yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but yeah, I do remember it.
Absolutely, man. 1985. Well, Rock Tease is who I be, man, and that's what's hot. Coming up next, we got your wake-up calls. It is time for you to call and wake your peoples up. 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. It is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 8:10 before the top of the hour. Yandy, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. How you feeling today?
Man, blessed and highly favored.
Beautiful thing. So listen, let me tell you what's going on right now. Instagram and Facebook users can now pay for a blue check. That's right. Zuckerberg's solution is officially called Meta Verified, and it will allow Facebook and Instagram users to pay a monthly fee to get a blue check mark next to their name. Now, I think this is going to make some people happy and some people very mad. According to the BBC, Meta Verify will cost $11.99 per month if purchased on the web, or $14.99 per month if purchased through the iOS app. In addition to the blue badge, Zuckerberg says Meta Verify subscribers will get extra impersonation protection against accounts claiming to be you and get direct access to customer support. Here's the catch. In order to subscribe to Meta Verified, users will be required to verify their identity with a government ID. That, of course, raises privacy concerns. With Facebook's reputation with security, do you want Facebook to have a copy of your government-issue ID? Well, according to the BBC, Meta Verify will be available in Australia and New Zealand this week. The move comes after Elon Musk, owner of Twitter, implemented a paid-for verification system in November 2022. Meta's paid subscription service is not yet available for businesses, but any individual can pay for a verification. Badges or blue ticks may have been used for verification tools for high-profile accounts to signify their authenticity. I wonder, for those of us that have blue checks, do we have to pay, or does that just come?
Right.
Are we grandfathered in?
Right.
That's what I'm about to ask Beyonce Aloysius, our internet expert. B, what does all this mean?
You know, I haven't figured that out because from the initial reports that I read is that you have to subscribe as well. Like the rule applies to everybody, but I'm not 100% sure. I will let you know because I'm still Googling it.
Because I ain't got it.
Yeah, I'm just confused. And then if everybody got a blue check mark or whatever, they can just pay for it. But they got to pay a monthly fee. Do anybody know what the monthly fee is?
$14.99. Or if you go to the iOS app, it's $11.99.
A month?
A month.
Oh, well, that'll give us a little bit of separation, but for the people that that's making a certain amount, they would pay it. So so if you have a blue check or whatever, what does that mean for your status? Just having a blue check?
Well, a lot of people, like, celebrities and stuff, when they go to their DMs, you see the people with the blue checks, but you might not see like the regular people. And regular people, like you already have like these scammers who are going to hit you and be like, hey, give us $200 and we'll get you a blue check. Well, now Instagram and Facebook and everybody is like, well, hey, instead of y'all making the money, let's just make it accessible for everybody. And then they can get the residual income because they're going to charge people monthly to get it.
Oh, all right. So we're going to thank you for that story, Yandy. We're going to be looking more into that, y'all. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Another Black History Spotlight. February 21st, 1977 was the date, and New Orleans resident, 31-year-old Mavis Borden, was enjoying watching the Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday festivities on Bourbon Street from her second-story balcony when her 4-year-old son decided he needed to be fed. Mavis was so busy leaning over the rail enjoying the festivities that she didn't notice the boy had lifted her shirt up to feed himself from her 38 double Ds, which gave the men in the crowd below an unexpected visual blessing. And as she realized what happened and commenced to whooping the toddler's ass, the men below started excitedly throwing bead necklaces up at the young boy in appreciation and to try and stop the beatdown, thus inadvertently starting a tradition that continues to this day. So we thank you. We thank you, Mavis Borden of New Orleans, and your son.
What year that was?
It was 1977.
That was the first breastfeeding moment.
And today is actually Fat Tuesday, so how about that? How ironic.
So now that's why all the women be pulling their breasts out.
Yeah, it started a tradition, man.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 7 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the color today. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Nashville. Good morning, Yandy. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Master P, baby, he is speaking out, Ricky. He said he wants the statute of limitation on his former artists complaining about him. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Master P wishes there was a way, y'all, to stop his former artists from airing out their grievances with him. Now, the No Limit Records founder insisted, y'all, that he treated his artists well in an interview. And he said, Master P, he claimed, y'all, that he willingly tore up contracts, Ricky, when people wanted to leave his label. Now, he said, quote, I'm like, how could an artist be mad with me, he asked. He said, let me tell y'all. And I wanted, honey, he said, I want all y'all to know this. This is what my motto was. If you don't want to be with me, I don't want to be with you. It's almost like in a relationship, I ain't trying to hold you back. And then they said, Master P, believe y'all that some ex-No Limit artists, y'all, didn't appreciate what he did for them. They said he wanted them to leave their gripes, honey, in the past. He said, quote, that's what I call ungratefulness, he said. He said, if you moved on 10 or 15 or 20 years after me, why you talking about me? He said, I forgot about y'all for real. He said, I'm the only thing you could talk about, y'all. And he also added, y'all, that it should be a law. After 7 years, you shouldn't be allowed to go on no podcast and talk about nobody. He said, think about it. He said, it's a statute of limitation. If you ain't been around that person in over 7 years, please, you don't deserve to talk about them. Ooh.
Wow.
What's that about?
Yeah, man. See, you know, when you say treat somebody right, I got to say that in quotations because treating somebody right is relative. How you treat me may not be how I want to be treated.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? Because you buy me 5 leather coats and you sign me to an 8-year deal, you may think that was treating me good. And I might get smarter later and say, no, I want my money. And then I want to talk about it. Just treat people right from the beginning, and you may not have to worry about that type of thing.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, my Lord. But you know what I learned about treating? I didn't realize this. You know, I went through something. You know, people say, treat me the way I want you. I'm gonna treat you the way I want you to treat me. But I didn't realize everybody don't want to be treated right.
The same way.
Isn't that crazy?
All the same way.
All the same way, exactly. So that's interesting, though. So, but I don't know what happened with Master P. But honey, somebody I guess about to talk on him. So he's going ahead of the story and letting the world know that. I thought
she was trying to finna throw a hint about them little funky $25. I'll give you your money now.
Thank you.
Don't sit up here and
well,
start
honey, no, ain't no damn $25. You owe me $5.
Yep.
You owe me $500. So
what?
You owe me
what?
$500. I ain't gonna put it on the radio. But you want me to tell you? You owe me for a belt
out there.
I know. I want to know.
A belt.
Oh, you stealing belts, Ricky?
He ain't stealing. He ain't paying for them.
That front me over no money on the radio. That ain't right. Go on to the next story.
They paid me a fraction. They ain't paid it all. But anyway, moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, y'all. Global fashion icon. Oh, now, Ricky, this is a good story. Y'all got to hear this, honey. Global fashion icon Rihanna, y'all. She found a new Mills baby and her baby son with A$AP Rocky. Although they said she isn't thrilled with the existing choices, y'all, in children wear. So she said so much that she could, honey, ever add a new youth line to her ever expanded Fenty line. You know, she's going to add a baby line. Well, Rihanna is saying, honey, first of all, she said that parents, honey, should open up about the way they dress their kids. And she said she's dressing her son in flowers, in mauve colors, in unconventional clothing. She said because, honey, baby clothing for boys are boring. She said it is very boring, so she's dressing her son up in all these wonderful things. And honey, she said she's going to also put her son in a tartan kilt like his daddy was wearing the other day. So isn't that nice? I mean, people need to step out the box with these baby clothes and stuff, honey. I mean, you know, Ricky, you have sons, and Yandy, you have sons, special case. All y'all have sons. Wouldn't y'all like y'all son to wear some nice floral stuff?
No.
Some nice pink hot
No. Unequivocally, no.
Yeah, we cool with the boring stuff. We cool.
No, she said, quote, she said, I put my son in floral stuff. She explained, she said, honey, I put him in hot pink. She said, I love that. She said, I think that fluidity in fashion is best. And she said, I always shop in the men's department. She does. So, I mean, I think
you can get him outside of the box as long as it's know, still manly.
No.
Yeah. And you know, I'm from Harlem, so I'm never mad at the pink. Shout out to Cameron. Killer Cam.
The pink in itself ain't a problem because pink is a color that men have grown to, you know, we into that. But the florals and all the Gary with the T Jr. outfits.
Right.
And my son walk around here looking like an entertainment reporter.
Gary got on some blinged out flowers right now.
Nah, honey, make no error, baby. So, honey, y'all better get with it. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua. My Kahlua today is Cara Cara. On the high end, you say Cara Cara, and on the lunge, you say beautiful orange. That's your Kahlua for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with a T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, welcome Nashville, 1021 The Ville. All right, y'all, here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
My name is Edward. I'm calling from the West Side. Wake up, West Side. Wake up, Chicago. Wake up the whole world. Wake up, Rickey Smiley. Wake up, the Brat. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Phil, straight out of Gould, Florida. I'm calling to tell my grandson, Sean Murray, wake up, wake up. You are not on vacation.
My name is Rocky So Crazy, calling from North Carolina. I need Cherokee, North Carolina to wake up. Yo, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Regine Lewis from Raleigh, North Carolina. All the February babies, wake up, wake up, wake up. And happy Fat Tuesday, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Whole gang of cities tuned in, locked in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know.
Come on, Huntsville, wake up. Chattanooga, wake up. And Shreveport, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Where you at, Jackson? Wake up. Savannah, wake up. And Charleston, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, y'all, this segment is being brought to you by.
Get more stories from your favorite personalities, celebrities, and influencers on the new Urban One Podcast Network, available wherever you listen to podcasts and urban1podcast.com.
All right, Beyonce, Aloysius, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, I have the hot new health tech that you need that's going to help you get the sleep you deserve. All that and more coming up next right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
We got to keep y'all up to date, man, because we can't let these kids get ahead of us on this technology. So, you know, we don't want y'all to be stuck with that first iPhone. And, you know, so we're going to keep you up to date. Technology.
Technology.
Yeah, with technology. Technological.
Technologically inclined. There you go.
Inclined. There you go. Yeah, thank you there, Beyonce Alowishus. Be quiet, Gary. Go ahead.
Make that word longer.
Good morning. All right, big shout out to our new Nashville affiliate, 1021 The Ville. Shout out to you guys. And I got to give a big shout out to New Orleans because Mardi Gras, the parades kick off today. So shout out to my whole crew was out there. So big shout out to everybody out there. Now, if you don't know, I am your gadget guru. I am your tech person. And we all know that health is something that we're really focusing on this year. And one important thing that can help you, fight diabetes, obesity, heart disease, stroke, and so much more, even mental health, is sleep. And with all this new health tech, well, they're having new sleep tech. Now, one thing you need to check out is Lumi. Now, it's going to be like a body clock. It's called the Body Clock Luxe. Now, why is this so amazing? Because, you don't always want to just go to sleep with the lights completely off, right? Well, this kind of like gradually fades it out for you, and it kind of helps you set the mood. So, your inner clock and all that gets going and kind of winds down. Yandy, I know you need this. And, I've actually been doing this. I don't know if you've heard of the Philips Hue lights. So if you get the Philips Hue lights, you can put them in your lamps and stuff, and you can also set timers. So every night at like 10:30, my lights just slowly start fading down, and you just kind of gradually start to, get sleepy because it's, kind of going down. Number 2, now this is called the Morphe Sleep Aid. Now, why is this cool? Because a lot of us, we want to do right. We want to meditate. We want to, get that Zen feeling. And we're too short-minded. We don't really want to sit there for the whole time. Well, this kind of, for all my ADHD meditation people, it kind of helps you out, and it gives you like custom guided sessions, and it kind of shortens them up for you. And there's over 200 sessions that you can choose from, and you can mix it up each night. So definitely try to get that, because that helps. Meditation helps with anxiety. It helps with your rest. Everything. So definitely make sure you check that out. Now, this is something cool for number 3, the Yodo player. Now, you can get the kids in on this. Now, anything that can help my 3-year-old and my 5-year-old go to sleep, I'm going to try it. Absolutely. And so basically, it's like a little robot, and the gadget kind of helps the kids nod off listening to their favorite stories. I'm big on like books before bedtime, so you could do a book, and then you could also have them go to sleep to a story as well. And then, even maybe put like one of the lights in there. It kind of helps them like wind down peacefully. So very cool for all my parents. It'll help you out right there. Number 4 is the hybrid duvet. Now, duvet. I am one of those people. I have to have one leg in and one leg out of the cover because I can't get that equal. I see you nodding your head, Gary.
That's how I sleep.
I can't get right. Like, it's too hot or too cold. So this is like a smart duvet, and if you're too hot, it'll cool you down. If you're getting a little too cold, it'll warm you up. It lets the heat out the end. It's smart tech for you to help you sleep. Kay, you might need this as well because I know you'd be up all night. And the great thing also about it is it's made out of 100% recycled plastic bottles, and you can get it from a twin to a king. So you can even get these for your kids as well, so you could have those at home. And last but not least, I think this is very cool. It's called the Sound Asleep Pillow. So what it is basically it's like a speaker in your pillow, but you can only hear it when your head is actually on the pillow. It's a 1.5 watt Bluetooth speaker. It can go for 8 hours on a single charge. So say you don't want the speakers playing so everybody can hear it, but you want it in there for your own personal head. So again, that's called the Sound Asleep Pillow. Very, very cool technology. If you're having issues sleeping, or you just want to get better sleep quality,
I put my phone under my pillow and be playing.
Well, that's not good for you because you're not supposed to have your phone next to your head anyway because of all the radiation.
What's wrong with me?
That probably is. So definitely, this is another way that you could do it. But for all that and more, you can hit me up at Beyonce ATL on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Everything's the same. Beyonce BeyonceATL, and that is your Techie Tuesday up for this Tuesday.
All right, y'all give it up for the one and only Beyonce Alowishus.
Hang on.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. J-A-H, Lion Sound. Hey, John, why don't you go ahead and shout out, man. Welcome Nashville, Tennessee to the party. The Ville 1021.
Yeah, man, definitely pick up the whole of Nashville, man. Did a whole heap of clubs back in the day out there. Love the vibes in Nashville, man.
Absolutely. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. What up, Black Tony?
Hello. Hey, Rick.
Hey, man, let me say this right quick before you you getting out to a bad start. This is our first day on the radio in Nashville on 1021 The Ville, and you calling in sick?
I'm not. No, it's not Rick. My voice gone.
Why your voice gone, Black Tony?
Because I came in yesterday at work. I worked the whole radio show by myself, and now my voice gone. Y'all don't know nothing about that because y'all ain't never do the radio show by yourself.
No, Black Tony, not me. Black Tony, we were supposed to be off yesterday.
I know, sorry, but I worked so hard. I did so much work. Then my voice gone, and now I got to go to the hospital. I might have to get a throat transplant.
So let me get this right. You did the whole morning show yesterday by yourself.
Yeah, my voice gone. They said I might have to get a throat transplant.
A whole throat?
Yeah. They told me I got to come to the doctor office today. My girl gonna come pick me up, take me to the doctor office, and they gonna see if there's anybody out there listening that could donate a throat.
So you on the throat list?
Yeah.
That's a man law violation. You can't be on the throat list. So basically, Black Tony, you're not coming in to work today.
No, because I got to see, can I get a throat transplant?
All right, look. All right, Black Tony.
If it's anybody out there with an extra throat.
Look, Black Tony, we're gonna let you take the day off, but I just need you to make one promise, man. Can you make it tomorrow?
So we out in Nashville now. If there's anybody in Nashville with an extra throat, can you please call the radio station and please donate your throat to me so I can have a voice? Yeah.
Can you make it tomorrow?
Yo, I got to go to the doctor first and see. Can they get me another throat?
All right, man.
Anybody listening in Nashville, call 1-866-9 Ricky. If you know somebody with an extra throat.
Stop saying it, Black Tony. Just go.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Randy Taylor, I don't know where you people come from. I don't know if you test your products, your quantity of your product. Your products are very delicious. Love your sausage for 30-something years, but I can't take and feed a family of 5 on a little 12-ounce roll of sausage. I don't pay any more money for your 16-ounce roll of sausage, but you don't have it anymore. You've got a 12-ounce roll, and you got 3 men that weigh over 200 pounds apiece, a woman that's a little plump Scotch girl, and a daughter who's 13, and you're going to try to take a 12-ounce roll of sausage and a couple of dozen eggs and feed that. It ain't going to work, and I'm not going to purchase your product anymore or ever again. And as far as your 16-ounce and maple and sage, I don't eat that. I'm not from the north. I'm a Texas man. Jimmy Dean sausage is for southern people to eat with the breakfast, with the fried eggs and the T-bone steaks. And I can't see going to a little 12-ounce package to feed 4, 5, 6 people. And I'm not going to buy 2 of those 12-ounce packages just because you want to downsize and charge the same goddamn price. I'd sure like a reply, and I'd sure like you to go back to your 16-ounce package on your regular sausage, because I'm not going to buy it otherwise ever again. I'll just have my own damn sausage made like I used to 30-something years ago. It's not as tasty as yours is, but it'll work. Goodbye. That little 12-ounce roll of sausage is supposed to feed your brother and me and you 600 pounds of men, at least. You get my point? And the 2 girls, and they put it in that roll of sausage. Son of a somebody needs their ass kicked. Some little consumer geekaroid thought this up. Save money. Yeah, save money. Save money. I'm going to eat.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. R&B singer Ciara, baby. They said this girl is living her best life, y'all, mostly because, you know, she married the wonderful Russell Wilson, y'all, one of the highest paid football players in the National Football League. Well, now, honey, people are attacking Ciara, honey. They're saying Ciara is telling her fans, baby, that they could live their best life too, but they should do it without a man, honey. She's letting the world know. They say, honey, if you're confused, they say, honey, by Ciara's new messages, so are her fans. Now, they're saying that Ciara has a new song out she's promoting titled Independent Woman. And they say, well, she tells the women, honey, that they need to have their own stuff, honey, and should never rely, y'all, on a male partner for anything. Yandy, how you feel about that? Do you rely on a man?
Let me tell you something. If I can, I would, for sure. I definitely rely on my husband for a lot of different things, not just financially, but support, definitely being a part of that village. But, I gotta say, Ciara came into that relationship doing her thing, so I don't know that she needed him. But ain't nothing wrong with having a few dollars, a few extra ones.
Yeah. Ricky, what you think? A woman should rely on a man? You think y'all should be in a woman's life? I mean, do men rely on women?
What was the setup again? Who you talking about?
Ciara said, honey, she told the women they should not rely on a man, even though she got a multi-millionaire husband, even though she had her own coins, though. But
if you got your own coins and you want to make a contribution, fine. But as for me personally, I don't need no woman. I'm not trying to sound chauvinistic or whatever. I'll pay all the bills. And I'll make sure that you have.
You better come on with it.
I'll make sure that anybody I date or be with have all of your needs and most of your wants, for sure. I was married for 12 years. My wife never paid a bill, not one bill, and I wasn't even famous or nothing. I worked my ass off. I played the organ. I worked at Foot Locker, and I was doing comedy on the side, and I took care of my wife. So I didn't ask for anything, and that's just the way I was raised. I'm sorry. I know that go against some of the status quo or whatever, but whatever she was a flight attendant, whatever she made, she got to keep and do whatever she want to do. If she want to take me out to dinner and treat me here and there, that's fine. I'm okay with that, whatever. But I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna open the car door, and I'm gonna leave a tip and make sure she's straight. So
that's that good country living.
Damn right.
Them the up north guys, they be like, can you get that door for me, babe? Got that door?
Yandy. As a matter of fact, I'm definitely going to open the door, and I would never, ever ask on a first date, ask a woman to pay for the meal. Are you crazy? Are you freaking crazy? You know what I'm saying? And men has become too soft and too entitled, and you want the one where we're going to go 50-50 on the food or whatever. You go 50-50. Now, some people, I don't know what your financial setup is, but I try my best to make sure that I take care of everything. And that's just the way I am and always been.
Yeah. That's a good thing. My daddy told me the same thing. He said, when I take ladies out, I make sure I pay for everything. I said, that's good. He told me the other day he was going on a date. I said, but Dad, why the date so early? Why you going on a date at 8 a.m.? He said, because 8 a.m. you only getting donut and the coffee. I got to pay for everything. I said, oh, Dad, you ain't it. I can't get a lobster tail. He said, no, a donut and a coffee, that's all I got. I don't do dinner dates. I do breakfast dates.
Yeah, I'll do a nice dinner, and then just because I pay for dinner, I'm not looking to sleep with you because I done slept enough to last a lifetime. What I'm interested in, where your mind at and what kind of energy you bring in, and are you the woman that I can live without? That's what I'm looking for. What
so chivalry is not dead.
I'm telling you, man, what that walk by air smell like, what that walk off look like, the sexiness that you bring. Are you somebody that if you die, I die the following week because I can't take it? That's what I need. Yeah, I can't survive.
Where's Cupid?
What that breath smell like too, dog. Don't forget about that.
Boy, look at here, Dentine. I'm talking about she be on that Dentine ice, had that on point, just fresh breath, smelling good, got a little Neiman Marcus scent to her. Oh yeah. I know what it is. Go on, Gary.
Does she walk with a limp?
No, she bow-legged. Definitely bow-legged. And you don't have to have no big boobs and no big butt. I like them slim. Little booties matter. Go ahead, girl.
Okay, well, you don't want nobody from Atlanta then. All right. Judge Mathis, y'all in the People's Court, y'all were canceled. I don't know if y'all heard the shocking news, y'all. They're saying, honey, the People's Court with Judge Milana, y'all also ended, honey. It's 26th season. Now, Judge Mathis, they're saying that the 24th season will be his last season. And I love Judge Mathis' show. And we're going to definitely miss him, y'all. So, honey, y'all just start taping and have all those reruns.
Crackheads are upset.
Yeah, because he sure called you one, baby. He definitely called you a crackhead.
No, man, we love Judge Mathis, man. He has always been great to us and a good friend of the morning show, and we love everything. We got to shout him out. Shout out to you, Judge Mathis, for everything you do in the community outside, and he has a great show on TV, so the reality show. So we absolutely love Judge Gregory Mathis, Detroit's own, baby.
Yes. All right, the color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Cara Cara. On the high end, you say Cara Cara, and on the lunge, you say beautiful orange. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Gary!
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, man, Judge Mathis in the People's Court will soon deliver their final verdicts according to Deadline.com. The popular daytime reality courtroom series have been both canceled after more than 20 years on the air.
Mathis, the longest-running black male host on television, has cast his verdict on more than 13,000 cases on the show, which won a Daytime Emmy Award in 2018 for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. We're going to miss those classic programs, but not to worry. There are plenty more gavel-grabbing court shows out there.
All right, Yandy. So listen, y'all hit us up, 866-9-RICKEY. What do you think is the best judge show of all time? Rock T, did you get to jump in?
Man, Joe Brown still got my attention, my brother. I like Joe Brown, man. Especially when he get mad and start going on.
You're going to sit up here and you're not up and you little
He
nappy
loved to say
head
he was from
kid.
the hood. I'm from the hood. I know.
Nappy head kid, you sit up there, then you want to go on there, and then you want to cuss the lady out, and what's the matter with you, you low-down scoundrel? Boy, I show Miss Judge Joe Brown, boy. I swear, man. And every time I see Frank Ski, that's who I think about. Look at Judge Joe Brown.
And every time you see Mike Epps, you think about Judge Joe Brown.
Mike Epps be killing it. Mike Epps be killing it. All right, y'all, let's go to the phones. 866-9-RICKY, 866. All right, let me. You know, you got Judge and Amy. You got Night Court. You got Couples Court with the Cutlers. Then Judge Maybelline.
Wait a minute, we being disrespectful though. You left out Judge Hatchett.
Yeah. Judge Hatchett. Absolutely.
Well, Judge Toller. Hell, Lynn Toller.
Paternity Court Judge with Lauren Lake. You got, so somebody did already said Judge Judy Hot Bench. You got Judge Jerry Springer. He's the judge now. I think Steve a judge. Divorce Court with Judge Lynn Toller. Now, she's good. Love her show.
Oh, I do too. What about Judge Maybelline?
I said that in Judge Joseph Wapner and Judge Millie.
Yeah.
So hit us up at 866-9-RICKY. Good morning.
Alonzo Jackson calling from York, Alabama. My favorite judge show is Divorce Court with Judge Maybelline. Now, y'all make sure y'all add that in there. Judge Maybelline.
My name is Peaches, and I'm calling from Toledo, and Judge Mathis will always be my favorite show, period.
My name is Elaine, and I really have two, and that's Judge Mathis and Joe Brown.
Gerald from Orlando, Florida, Judge Joe Brown.
Leon Isley calling from Katy, Texas. Judge Judy is my favorite.
Hi, Rob, calling from Palmetto Beach, Florida. Favorite judge, Judge Joe Brown.
You know why I love Judge Judy so much?
Why?
No nonsense. She see the BS before you even open your mouth. No nonsense to the point. And then, there's a lot of people, they hate her because of that. They hate her. People that, let me tell you something, people that lie and manipulate, like natural liars and manipulators, they don't like people like Judge Judy.
She see right through that.
See right through it. And she be cutting them off. She gets straight to the point. She don't want to hear all them A, B, and C stories.
Yep.
And she get right to the meat, and it's just common sense. And you can actually learn a lot on how to just deal with people and just cut through a lot of stuff and get to the point. And, so I learned a lot from her. And, and Judge Mathis, I like his heart, how warm he could be. He get emotional sometimes and break down and have cried on the bench a few times. And so have Judge Toller, Lynn Toller. So I love Judge shows. All right, if you couldn't get through, hit us at Rickey Smiley Official. That's Rickey Smiley Official, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about the time, 15 before the top of the hour, y'all. The one and only Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, brother. Good morning, everybody. Man, listen, Rick, I guess certain things shouldn't be a surprise, but your dear friend, Congressman McCarthy, decided that he was going to give Tucker Carlson access to the January 6th Capitol security footage. Like, now, this is really bizarre. But the House Speaker gave, like, a huge amount of internal government materials to Tucker Carlson. Now, there hasn't been a real explanation about why. But several GOP lawmakers hope that to review the materials themselves, hunt through footage, deal with controversial claims, that Carlson in some way, shape, or form is going to bring some level of, I don't know, resolve. I literally don't get it.
Jeff, can't they chop that footage up and show it?
If he's giving it to him, I don't know what the stipulations are that he's been given. So, he very well could give it to him and say, this is under stipulation of you not being able to use it unless you get approval from the Congress. But the bottom line is, why would a single agency, a single news agency, we know why, but the precedent for a single news agency to get this kind of footage is just unheard of. So who knows what the Machiavellian plan they have is to do with this stuff. But House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries wasn't even consulted about it. So, it's clearly a unilateral decision to do whatever it is they want to do, but it's very, very interesting, and it'll
wow.
It's nuts. Benny
Jeff.
Thompson, Congressman Benny Thompson, who's the head of the Homeland Security Committee, really said, McCarthy owes the American people an explanation of why he's done this and what steps he's taken to address the significant security concerns at stake. So this is really crazy, but simultaneously consistent with how they move.
Right.
What were you going to say, brother?
I was saying, isn't this just another example of how Republicans show that when they are in charge, they do whatever they want to do because they know there's not going to be any repercussions. They don't care.
Without question. And I don't even know if there's going to be pushback. I think there's already pushback. You've got Benny Thompson, who's the chair of the Homeland Security Committee, and Hakeem Jeffries, who's the minority leader, who I think are going to push back and already started to. The question is, what real resolve do they have to do so? And then what legally can they do? Because even though there's not precedent, doesn't mean it's not legal. And so the question is, does this become top secret? And I don't know if this footage is labeled top secret or not. Clearly it's not. Otherwise, there would be something else that was happening. So we're going to have to wait and see on this one, y'all. This is literally unheard of. But to your point, they do what they want to do. Second thing I want y'all to know is CIAA is popping off in Baltimore. It is the third largest athletic conference tournament, and all HBCUs are in the city of Baltimore. Try to see if we can get the chairwoman on the line at some point. But CIAA, that used to be in Charlotte and now is Baltimore, is just huge for HBCU basketball. It brings a great deal of money to the city that it's in, and it just highlights our players, our coaches, our schools, our athletic directors, our presidents in a way that no other athletic competition does. So I'm going to give you all more information on that on Thursday when we're getting closer to the championship games. Last but not least, as we think about Black history and people that are making Black history now, some of you may know the name. I think a lot of you may not know the name, Thomas W. Dortch. Tommy Dortch was the chairman of 100 Black Men.
Oh, yeah.
Leading the organization for over 20 years. Tommy Dortch died last week. And what was amazing about this brother, he was actually the first Black person to be chief administrator for a member of the United States Senate when he worked for Sam Nunn. Was an amazing entrepreneur and businessman. But Tommy Dortch literally was almost like Atlanta's hand behind the hand. He supported HBCUs unbelievably. He supported men. He supported our community. He was on every other board, whether it was New Birth Church or whether it was something else. And I think it's important because you know him, Rick. This was a brother that just never stopped giving.
Right.
Giving politically, giving socially, giving to events. And so this is a real loss, not just for the city of Atlanta, not just for 100 Black men, not just for HBCUs, but he is an example of all of those people who serve when nobody is watching, make deals when nobody is watching, and fight for us in a way that people will never know, but many people have felt. So,
and you know, he the
family.
He the bruh too. I had an opportunity to sit next to him on a flight, I think from Detroit to Atlanta, and I had heard his name, you know, several times or whatever, but to actually be sitting next to him on a plane, and we talked the entire time, and he gave me so much knowledge and information, and then we exchanged numbers and stuff, and I absolutely loved and respected him. He was so kind, and he was definitely a mentor, a father figure to a lot of us bros. And he will definitely be missed, Jeff, man. Thank you for sharing that.
No, absolutely, brother. We got to lift the names that we know and the names that we don't know, because they all add to the history that is our people. So, y'all, love you. Have a fantastic Tuesday. I'll check y'all on Thursday.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360.
All right, y'all, it is about that time for Fixing Jesus with Twan 360. Twan, good morning.
Ricky, good morning. In today's Fix It Jesus, one black TikTok user, she's alleging that she and her family, including their dog, recently moved into a predominantly white neighborhood. Now, this unidentified woman claims that one of her neighbors and his dog, Scooby, has been attacking her dog as they walk by her backyard. Ricky, she explicitly confronted this neighbor who reportedly pulled out a pipe to defend himself and Scooby. Take a listen.
So if you gonna do something, do it now.
What do you keep sitting up here talking about you gonna protect Scooby? What the you gonna do with that pipe? Because if you hit my motherfucking dog with anything, you and Scooby is going out there where you supposed to be. And that's on Kunta Kinte and Chicken George. Put your dog down. Put your dog
down. You gonna do it with my dog if I am.
You swing that motherfucking pipe at me, I promise you I'm going to lock up Thunder and handcuff Lightning.
Oh, God. Fix it, Jesus, Ricky.
Yeah, and now, what city and state was this?
This is Miami, Florida.
Wow, wow. And not Broward, but this is Dade.
This is Dade County. Be very clear.
Wow, and do you know these people? You know the location of Scooby and the owner?
We're working on that story as we speak, Ricky.
All right, make sure you follow up and you know, keep us ahead, because we need to understand what happened with Scooby and the owner and the other person that owned the other dog.
Absolutely.
Or whatever she said on Kunta Kinte, Chicken George, and Kizzy. All right, y'all, thank you, Twan. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Follow me on all my social outlets. That's Twan 360.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Mother Thomas, that's your song right there.
Here they go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let me head to the blue, boy.
Sing it, Mr. Thomas. Sing it, man.
Here you go. There you go. I'll be taking it to the dance floor. Right at the Elks. They play that at the Elks. I go, boy, I take my little two-step, and I'll be, boy, I tell you, take old Barbara Jean to the dance floor and get it on. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Didn't
right.
turn you on. I think that's what he said.
Right there.
That come from that old song. That come from, what was that song? I didn't mean to turn you on. Who used to sing that? Yeah. Sherelle.
Didn't mean to turn you on.
And then, you know, Sherelle just sang that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, we play that at the bingo hall. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I miss Sherelle and Alexander ONeal, Mr. Thomas. They had some hits.
Alexander, they don't make him like that no more. They don't make him like that no more. These young jitterbugs don't know about that.
Mr. Thomas, did you just slow dance off of Alexander ONeal? You play Alexander ONeal back in the day, boy. You winning.
You play that? You setting the tone, boy, that Alexander ONeal. You put that Alexander ONeal on, it's time for her to stop booger jiving. You hear me?
Boy, you need Super Dad, you need to find that If You Were Here Tonight by Alex. That was a hit. That was the #1 video back in the day on Video Soul.
Yes, sir.
Remember that? If you were here tonight. Daddy, turn it up. Here you go, Mr. Thomas. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
You take us to the
At the night movie. Love takes a new meaning.
New meaning.
Come on.
You take it to the food truck, boy.
Mr. Thomas. Hey, Mr. Thomas, Barbara Jean is listening right now. We playing Alexander. If you were here tonight, go ahead and talk to Barbara Jean for the folks.
Barbara Jean, let me tell you something. Turn your radio up, Sugar Dumpling. I'm telling you right this here. Tonight, I want you to light a candle. I want you to bake that lemon pound cake. Tonight, when I get over there, I'll put on this Alexander ONeal, girl. I'm going to pull them old thigh-high stockings down. Yes,
yeah.
We're going to town. It's going to be Pound Town, Barbara Jean. Pound Town, Barbara Jean. Pound Town, Barbara Jean.
Say her name, Mr. Thomas. They let them know.
Pound Town, Barbara Jean. Get me the Rhino pill from the gas station, and it's going to be Pound Town, Barbara Jean. You hear me, Barbara Jean?
Say her name. Let them know. Let America know what her name is, Mr. Thomas.
America, her name is Barbara Jean. I'm getting one of those blue shoes, Miss Barbara Jean. I'm getting one of those honeys, Barbara Jean. Rhino pills, Barbara Jean. I'm running up your pressure, Barbara Jean. You hear me?
Mr. Thomas, you gonna burn some calories on Barbara Jean tonight, Mr. Thomas.
Stand up in it, Barbara Jean. We making macaroni and cheese tonight, Barbara Jean. Macaroni noises. Macaroni, Barbara Jean. Elbow macaroni, Barbara Jean.
Get him off the radio, man.
I'ma blow a fuse tonight, Barbara Jean. I'm cutting your water off, Barbara Jean. You hear me, Barbara Jean?
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Good morning, Yandy. Y'all give it up for Yandy in the building.
Good morning, Ricky.
Thank
How
you
you
for filling
feeling?
in this morning. I'm good. How you feeling?
I feel good. It's been a great time up here.
I know,
So,
right?
Ricky, I'm sitting in
always
for
have
Maria Moore this morning, and I want to give you the headlines for the morning. So it is National Pancake Day, or is it? It's always on Fat Tuesday, but for some reason, IHOP is celebrating it next Tuesday this time. There's also another National Pancake Day in September. So it effectively means we'll have 3 pancake days this year.
Oh.
And speaking of eating, you like pancakes, Ricky?
All day.
Okay. Gary, you like pancakes?
Especially the ones from the original pancake
Come on,
house.
dog.
I ain't say IHOP. IHOP is good, but the original pancake house. Them damn pancakes be good. That damn thick ass bacon, boy. They was
Bacon and potatoes, dog. That hash.
All right, y'all making me hungry, and I didn't eat breakfast this morning.
No, honey.
But listen, there are a lot of diet and fitness goals that involve tricking yourself. Those pancakes does not include the diet and tricking yourself, which is fine. The only thing is that you know you're tricking yourself, so it only works as long as you buy into it. A new study out of China says that you can lose weight just by cutting your food into tiny pieces and scattering them across your plate. So that original pancake house pancake, you got to cut it up and put it all over your plate if you're trying to lose weight.
Right.
The idea is that you cut calories by eating less, and people tend to eat a particular portion size rather than eating until they are full. So instead of taking a smaller portion and thinking you're eating less. And lastly, a courthouse in California's agricultural heartland was named after Charles James Ogletree, Jr., who went from working in the fields to a distinguished career at Harvard Law School, where he taught Barack and Michelle Obama. Ogletree, 70, represented Anita Hill when she accused Clarence Thomas, of sexual harassment in 1991, and also defended the late rapper Tupac Shakur. The legal scholar who retired from Harvard in 2020 after a diagnosis of Alzheimer's did not attend but deferred the credit to others by saying, "I stand on the shoulders of others." I'm Yandy, and those are your headlines. Good morning, Rock TZ.
What is happening, man? Yandy, it's all to the good. Let's start off talking about these Los Angeles Lakers, man. Now, we already know they traded Russell Westbrook to the Utah Jazz, and the Utah Jazz has agreed to buy out his contract and waive him, so they pretty much released him. Now, he's expected to sign with the L.A. Clippers. So he left one L.A. team, and he's finna head back to L.A. to join the other L.A. team and finish off with the Clippers, man, as they continue to make their playoff run. The NBA All-Star Weekend, specifically the Slam Dunk Contest, may have been saved and resurrected by this year's winner, Mac McClung. You're going to be hearing a lot about this brother right here, man. He's actually one of our white chocolate brothers, you know what I'm saying? The first G-Leaguer to participate in the dunk contest. Now, he was just signed off the G-League squad 2 weeks ago to a 2-week contract for the Philadelphia 76ers. And when they signed him, because he's known for, he's like, he's real big on the influencer, on doing a whole bunch of crazy dunks. And Philadelphia 76ers signed him for 2 weeks, and they said, man, you're going to be in this dunk contest. He went out there and won that bad boy.
That's good. Good for him.
Yes, indeed. Last but not least, man, will the Baltimore Raven Nation still have their star quarterback, Lamar Jackson, next season? His future with the Ravens is still uncertain. No contract discussions since last season. Now, there's been 4 quarterbacks signed new contracts last season, averaging $46 million a year. If you remember, Lamar Jackson says he's representing himself. He did not currently have an agent representing for him. So he's like, I'm going to go ahead and eliminate the agent, and I'm going to keep that little 10, 15% or whatever to myself. But allegedly, Baltimore ain't even trying to have no conversation to negotiate his contract.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he got hurt, missed the last 6 games of the season, didn't show up to the playoff game, the first round of the playoff game. He wasn't even on the sidelines. So it's not looking good for Raven Nation out there.
What you think, Super Day?
The price tag keeps going up. They better sign this guy. I mean, they got to sign him. It's almost like the Cowboys with Dak. They had to sign Dak. Unless you have a quality backup to back up Lamar Jackson, and you didn't.
They're going to probably put a franchise tag on him for 1 year, give him that little money, and then try to renegotiate thing again next year.
But get an agent, man. Get an agent.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I see what he's trying to do because he knows his value, but, yeah, you may want to get that agent, dog.
Yeah, I mean, he can represent himself, but after the Heisman Trophy speech at the end, I don't know.
I love it. That's one of my favorite speeches of all time.
If you go into them boardrooms acting and talking like that, I don't know what you're going to do.
No, that's Lamar Jackson, Jack. It's my quick sports.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Hey, Rock.
Yeah, dog.
You got the high blood? Yeah, man. Crazy, man.
Crazy, man.
Man, my mama, man, my cousin, man, everybody crazy, man. Crazy I am, man. I want to thank God, man. I want to thank who, name, Big Mama, everybody. Woo and stuff, and everybody was talking to me about getting the trophy, and woo, did that and that, I ain't got time for all that, man. Man, it's crazy, man. Just crazy, man. All this stuff, man, with that Heisman Trophy, man, just trying to go out there, man, throwing the field, throwing the ball back and forth, just run the play, none of the offense, man. People trying to help me, be telling me, man, keep me encouraged, and they be saying,
We own in Baltimore.
Go out there, man. Baltimore, Ravens, whoever want to try to get me on their team and be running, man. Just got to go out there, man. But the Heisman Trophy is just crazy, man. Crazy. Thank God, man. Sunday school, choir, everybody, man. Everybody lady had cooked that turkey for us that time. Thank God, man. That lady cooked that turkey. She had put that dressing on there. All the stuff, all the food that the lady had cooked in the lunch for the school. Don't be getting at me, man. Lady had gave me a sweet roll. Didn't even charge me for it. You know what I'm saying?
What about your contract, sir?
Contract, man. They give me like what I need. The money like they gave Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? Like they gave Aaron Rodgers, man. Sean Watson, like, he up there in Cleveland, he up there getting massage and stuff. He got all kinds of stuff. Then they gave him money. I ain't did nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Come on,
you feel me? That man's crazy out there. Ooh.
It's Talk It Out Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Yandy Smith.
All right, y'all, let's Talk It Out Tuesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all, please help me welcome licensed professional counselor Yandy Smith. Yandy, good morning. Happy to have you.
Hey, good morning, Ricky. Happy to be here. How y'all doing this morning?
Man, we blessed and highly favored. We know you got some good stuff today.
Yeah. So you and I, we've been talking about love this month. Today I wanted to kind of talk about self-love because self-love is so important. It plays such a significant role in our mental health. Self-love impacts how we look at ourselves, how we care for ourselves, and when we are well cared for, our mental health can improve, right? So we know that there are several reasons why we have a poor relationship with ourselves and self-love. You know, it could be because society told us we were unlovable. It could be something centered around our caretakers or our upbringing, or it could be like our relationships, interpersonal relationships. So one thing I always look at is that our lovability can be encoded at a very young age, right? So if you struggle with self-love, you know, I just want to invite listeners and everybody to explore, like, who and what told you that you weren't deserving of love, and also who or what showed you that you were. Because our brains are wired and focused we're kind of wired to focus on the negative, like painful experiences, trauma. It's kind of how we survive. It's our internal alarm system. So those things are going to be in the forefront of our mind. Those things are going to be readily accessible. But we really have to be intentional about inviting positive beliefs and experiences up and focusing on them. Those take a little bit of work. And if you've experienced love trauma in some way, it can be really hard for us to love ourselves because our original examples, you know, did a poor job of showing us what love looks like, right?
Right.
But it's really important and necessary if we're going to start this healing process of self-love that we kind of rewrite some of those old narratives. So I have a little homework assignment for everybody. We could start with the morning show before we wrap up if we have time. But I want everybody to look at one thing that you are going to do or one thing that you're already doing to show yourself that you're loved, right?
Yeah.
And that's, go ahead.
Oh, no. Getting a massage, doing something relaxing for your body and for your mind.
Yeah. Is that something you've been able to do? You've been able to get a massage, Ricky?
Oh, absolutely.
I love it. Anybody else want to be intentional about loving yourself, like something that you're going to start doing or something you're already doing that helps you feel loved?
So, it's true pretty much that you can't love anybody else before you love yourself, right? Because you're kind of shortchanging yourself if it's the other way around.
Yeah. I mean, really, you can, but it's really difficult, right? It's like, what type of love are you offering other people if you're not loving yourself appropriately? You know what I mean? So it really starts with how you love yourself, right?
Well, I asked the question, what is loving yourself? Because I don't know. I mean, I buy me stuff all the time. So, I mean, is that loving myself?
I think that's good. That's a good thing to journal about, explore, like, what is loving yourself? Because a lot of times we don't know, especially if you have poor examples. You know what I mean? But I look at love on a basic level as far as, like, caring yourself. How do you care for yourself? What are you doing? Are you eating? Are you resting? Are you having healthy relationships? You know? So I think it starts really at a foundational level and kind of builds from there.
Well, I mean, because just like the people that I work with, like, say, for instance, they foodies. I'm not a foodie, honey. I'm not going to eat a steak dinner. I'll just go get me a hamburger. Is that not loving myself because I don't want to eat a steak and I just want to eat me $1 hamburger
That's
meal?
what you like.
Yeah, because that's what I like.
Right.
You know? Because I don't care about eating no doggone steak, honey. I'm like, girl, you look at that, $30 for a piece of meat when I could go get me a hamburger, honey, for $5, a whole damn meal, hamburger, french fries, and soda for $5. That's loving me. That's what I like. But some people, you ain't loving yourself. I'm like, well, what is loving yourself? I'm for real. I'm confused.
What?
Get a hot dog.
Yeah.
Well, I like those too, honey. I mean, but it's hard to find a wiener schnitzel around here.
What?
The wiener schnitzel? What they call it? What's the name of the place? Wiener schnitzel. Whatever the damn name is. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
We're going to help Gary with this. Offline. Y'all go to my social and tell me how y'all loving yourself today. And we're going to talk about the hamburger or the wiener. We're going to talk about this on social media today, Gary. We're going to figure it out.
Okay.
We're going to make sure you know how to love yourself, Gary. That's important.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Yeah. Of course, Talking on Tuesday segment is not meant to take the place of going to actual therapy, but it's a start, and you can always get more information on Yanetta's website, groundbreakerstherapy.com, or on Instagram at groundbreakerstherapy. Y'all give it up for Yanetta Spring. Gary, we're so sorry. We're going to help you.
Thank you.